guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today I'm going to be giving you an update on the end of my second trimester because yes, I am pregnant. So if you guys want to hear all the symptoms and just what's been going on these last couple of weeks, make sure that you keep watching. So guys, 27 weeks. I can't even believe it. It has gone by so fast. Here I am about to go into my third trimester and it has been an insane last few weeks, let me tell you. The past 2 weeks have been very eventful. I fell and I sprained my foot, and although that doesn't sound bad, believe me, when you are 6.5 months pregnant and a stay-at-home mom and you have a 13-month-old, a 10-year-old, a house to keep up with, and homeschooling to get started on, it is hard. Other than that, the second trimester has been going really good. Obviously, I'm out of breath, so that's one of the things that started happening this trimester is I can't breathe. I have been super emotional, and you guys, when I mean emotional, I mean I've been doing like the Kim Kardashian ugly cry for everything. It could be because I'm hungry. It could be because I saw a sad movie. It can be because I saw something on social media. But I would just start, I just start bawling, like, and I try to hide it from my husband because he thinks I'm crazy. When he catches me doing this, he's like, you need to stay off social media. It's like, because this is too much. If you're gonna be this emotional, he's like, you can't be on social media. And also my doctor made me cry. I think I mentioned it in my last video where I was talking about my first trimester and the beginning of my second trimester, how I was having such a difficult time finding a good doctor or just a doctor to see me. And I thought I found a good doctor, but since I have been pregnant, guys, I've literally only seen the doctor a total of 3 times. And I'm about to be 7 months. So that is, to me, that's not normal. The times that I have gone to this doctor, I've seen a different doctor every single time. And finally, this last appointment that I went to, they asked, like when they asked me to schedule it, they asked me, oh, who would you like to see? And there was one doctor that I really, really liked. So I scheduled with her, but yeah, my last appointment, they made me cry because they rescheduled me. They scheduled me and then I show up with my kids, having gotten ready, and I live in California, and right now it's summer, it's hot. It's like 100 and something degrees outside, and toting around myself with all this extra weight, a little bit more about that later. And with 2 kids, like, yes, I got successfully out of the house. I got them in the car. I got them out of the car. We're in the doctor's office. Let's get this over with. Let's check on little baby Landa. I go in and then they say I did not have all my labs done. I'm like, what do you mean I don't have all my labs done? I took the lab slip that you guys gave me and I got it done. And they're like, oh no, you did the wrong one. How did I do the wrong one? I took the slip that you guys gave me. Oh, well, it was a separate slip. So apparently they gave me the wrong slip, or they gave me 2 slips, but only one actually looked like a lab slip and the other one just looked like a piece of paper. So it must have just gotten lost in the abyss of my diaper bag and car. So they gave me another one. They're like, can you go right now and we'll reschedule you for the next a few days from then. Okay, so there I go to get this lab done. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take 8 vials of blood. And I'm like, oh my gosh, mind you, I hadn't eaten that day, so I'm over here thinking like I'm gonna pass out because I do get queasy with blood and with things like that. So I go get these labs done, go to my appointment. A few days later, took my kids to my mom's house so that she can watch them. So I'm not getting them in and out of the car because that is a lot of work for me. So she's watching them. So I get to my appointment and I'm like, okay, I'm here. Let's get this over with. I go to check in. They're like, we had to reschedule you. You guys, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, what? What do you mean you had to reschedule me? And they're like, we called you this morning, but there was no answer. So I told them, okay, well, you know what? You guys probably did call me, but I don't answer unknown numbers. I was like, so if you guys are calling me from different numbers, I'm not going to answer. So they're like, oh, well, we can reschedule you for tomorrow. And I was like, no, I can't do tomorrow. I was like, I'm too busy. And that week I'd been having like a super hectic week with, you know, back to school shopping, doing stuff for my son's homeschool program, and going to a doctor's appointment, having them reschedule me again, going to get labs. It was just a lot for me. And I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. And then they come to tell me, oh, well, you can come in tomorrow. I was like, no, I can't come in tomorrow. I'm busy. Like, I was like, I have kids. I was like, I just dropped them off at the babysitter. I was like, and now you're telling me that my appointment has been rescheduled. Mind you, my mom lives about 20 minutes away from where my doctor's is. So, in a different city. So I'm like, and you guys, it's hot. So I'm hot and I'm sweating, and I'm in this lady's face, and there's people in the waiting area, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy because they're like, ooh, she's about to lose it. And I was about to lose it. So I tell her, you know what? Cancel my appointment for this month. I was like, I'll come in next month. I was like, because I don't have time for this. And she's like, oh, we actually have to see you once a month because I was like, you know what? It's like, I'm going to call and make an appointment. It's like, thank you. And I left because I was so upset, you guys, and I was so frustrated and I just want to check on the baby. I just want to see how she's doing, that I started crying on my way out. And then the other women waiting there are just like looking at me like, what is her problem? So I leave and I sit in my car and I cry for a good 15-20 minutes. And my husband's at work, so he can't answer his phone. So then I call my mom, and my mom's like, just relax, don't get upset. And I was like, they don't understand though that it's hot and I'm pregnant and I can't breathe. I was like, and that I had to drive the kids all the way to your house. I was like, who do they think they are? Yeah. So I guess it really wasn't the doctor's fault per se, but it's just, who do these people think they are? And then when I go get my labs done, they told me that those labs were supposed to be done when I was 8 weeks or 8 to 12 weeks. I was like, are you serious? So it was not my fault that these labs weren't done way when they were supposed to be done, that they kept rescheduling me because these labs weren't done because they didn't give them to me when they were supposed to. So that was super frustrating. And then, so right before this happened, before the appointment that got canceled, I went in with my kids. Obviously, guys, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. They're with me all the time. So I go in with my kids and we wait like 45 minutes, and we're not supposed to be on our phones while we're there. We're not supposed to have any snacks or treats for the kids. I'm like, I have a 13-month-old and a 10-year-old. I was like, how much can I entertain them without snacks and without my phone? So thank God Lucille loves books. So we had like little books for her, and D'Angelo was reading them, but they're kids, they get frustrated. And the doctor comes in to see me, which is not the doctor that I like. It's somebody that I had never met before. And she comes in, guys, after having us wait 45 minutes, and she just looks at me and looks at the kids like, And then she goes and checks the baby's heartbeat. And she wasn't even in there like 2 minutes, not kidding, not exaggerating. And she's just like, okay, she's fine. And you didn't get these labs done. You need to go get them done. I'm like, excuse me? Okay. So then she leaves, but yeah, I used to have Sutter Gold, and they weren't the best, but I have just been having such a hard time with these doctors, or at this doctor's office this time around. And I just feel like it's too late for me to even change. And the only reason that I chose them is because I would be able to deliver in the city that I live, and which is really close to my house, instead of going all the way into downtown Stockton. So that's the only reason I chose these doctors. But it's just not, it has not been a good experience. And yeah. Okay, so now on to weight gain. So I haven't talked about this very much at all. So if you don't know me personally, then you wouldn't know this, but this is actually, in fact, my 4th pregnancy. However, I only have 2 of my kids with me. The 3rd pregnancy was a beautiful, healthy baby, but that is a story time for a different time, not now. And I just wanted to say that because this time around, I just feel like my body is just not at a place where I'm comfortable being in my own skin. It's been really tough on me mentally, just because I've always had insecurities with my body image. I've gained about 20 pounds, guys. I've gained about 20 pounds, and this is how much I actually weigh less right now than I did at the same time that I was pregnant with Lucille. But I was just carrying my weight differently, and I felt huge with Lucille. But this time around, it's like my arms are super like bulky and meaty, and I'm just like, what are these things? Like, and then I also have the back fat, which is the worst. So this has been a really tough pregnancy. I know it sounds super vain, but it is something that I am struggling with. And like, even my maternity clothes doesn't fit me right. It doesn't fit me. I don't feel that it is flattering. And I haven't found really any maternity clothes where I can also nurse and where it's flattering. So yeah, this pregnancy has just been really weird for me as far as body image is concerned. I know that I'm creating a life, and that's amazing, but you know, it's in a society where you're kind of judged on your image. It is kind of hard not to feel a certain way, especially, like I said, it's something that I've always struggled with since my childhood, is weight gain. And it's been difficult, and I've been super emotional about that too, like to the point where I kind of haven't even really wanted to go out, because I just feel like, oh, like people are thinking like, is she pregnant or is she fat? That sounds harsh. Like, I really don't want anybody to get offended by that. I'm just being honest. You guys, I'm talking to you guys like you guys are my girlfriends, and I'm sharing with you what I've been struggling with these last couple of weeks. Pretty much since the beginning of this pregnancy. It's been so weird because I've just felt heavy, and I feel like I look big, and a lot of people will be like, oh, like you're so small and this and that, but it's just not how I feel. Like, I just feel like sluggish and heavy. And now that I've sprained my foot, we haven't been able to really go on any walks. So it's like I've been in the house for literally like 2 weeks. I've gone out probably twice. So yeah, that has not been easy. But I always have to remember just to be kind to myself, because I'm literally carrying the miracle of life. So another symptom for the second trimester is that I have been having hip pain. My left hip has really been bothering me on and off for the last couple of weeks. I don't know why that is, or actually, you know what? I think I might know why that is, because she's mostly on my left side. So that would make sense. And then cravings, guys, oh my gosh. So last September, our family switched to eating predominantly organic. We were doing like 90-10, like 90% of all the stuff we were eating was organic and maybe 10% when we would go out here and there, or, you know, just certain things wouldn't be organic. I think right now I'm about 20-80 because I've literally kind of just been eating whatever I want, including Mexican food, which is my favorite. I'm Mexican, if you couldn't tell, I am Mexican. And man, you guys, all those, the Mexican bread, the pan dulce, the arroz con leche, my mom's been bringing me all kinds of goodies, cooking for me. It's, yeah, no wonder I've gained 20 pounds. Or who knows, maybe more, because I haven't seen the doctor in I don't know how long. So I'm sticking to 20 pounds for now. But I think that's it, guys, as far as my second trimester is concerned. I have a few days left in it. I'm just going to soak them in and enjoy them as much as possible, because I don't think it's going to get easier. If I'm judging by experience, I don't think it's going to get easier going forward for this last trimester. I'm just going to try to enjoy it as much as I can, because this might be our last baby. So, and like I said, it's just gone by so fast. I can't believe I'm gonna be 7 months in a few days. Like that, like I just feel like we just found out that Javier knocked me up. So yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will keep you guys updated on what's been going on, and I will see you guys next time.